How's it going, fam? Back on YouTube again, and for today's video we are going to be checking out the pros and cons of eye colors. I don't know what made me think about making this video, but I was like, oh, this looks intriguing. Let me show it to the fans and see what their unique traits are for their eye colors are. And I just hope that I have the most unique traits for my eye color. No. I know that you guys probably have some really unique pros for your guys' eye color. So let's dive into the video and see what makes this so fascinating. The unfair advantages of your eye color.
These are the unfair advantages of your eye color. But instead of just listing them, I ranked every eye color and even declared one king. And I'm pretty sure you're not going to guess which one it is. And I'm going to start from the bottom, meaning they're only going to get better the further we get into the video. Number 8.
That would be so sick if your pupil could make the shape of a moon. Like kind of like one of those unique animal eye designs where it's like very thin, like your primal instincts, like come get you. No. But yeah, that would be cool.
Only eye colors to have something in common with animals. Occurring in approximately 5% of the world's population, amber eyes actually have a higher proportion of pheomelanin, which is a fascinating pigment that codes for a reddish yellow kind of look. So it kind of looks like my urine.
I'm so sorry to all the people who have those amber eye colors. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say your guys' eye color is like, it's like bright as gold or maybe a blood moon, depending on how the light reflects on those eyes, since he said it looks red. But no, you just disrespected all the people who have amber eyes. That's crazy.
And it's also found very commonly in animals. Not only that, but they effectively have better night vision, kinda. The theory is that lighter eyes have less pigment, so they soak up less stray light, and a tiny bit more light can scatter around inside the eye before it reaches the retina. In theory, this should allow lighter colors to pick up more light and see better in the dark. Now, the evidence is mixed on that.
Damn. So, like when I was saying about like kind of those animal traits of like the eye, your guys' eye, if it was that color, you guys are basically just like animals. You guys are gonna be like the next Catwoman or what else? Craven the Hunter with those kind of eyes. If he's saying that they are somehow linked to the primal instincts of animals' eyes.
The effect is slight, but I will be considering it in the ranking. It's just too cool to ignore. But it is just a theory. But this effect only gets more potent with lighter colors. Now, time for drawbacks of the amber eyes. I keep the disadvantages in a very special place. I keep them in the School of Foibles.
Dang.
Foibles means disadvantages, by the way. Because there's a lack of melanin in the iris of amber eyes, they kind of struggle in more bright environments. And some studies say they might be more at risk of cataracts.
Oh.
And that's it. I think
no, that's bad. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me show you guys what cataracts is, because I don't want to give you guys false information. Basically, a cataract is a clouding of the lens of the eye, which is typically clear. For people who have cataracts, seeing through cloudy lenses is often like looking through a frosty or fogged up window. Clouded vision caused by cataracts can make it hard to read, drive a car at night, or see the expressions on a friend's face. Don't worry, I can read you guys, but long story short, you're basically on the verge of going blind. So glad I don't have those eye colors, but
dub amber eyes the hunter of the king's court. And keep in mind, these eye colors are only going to get better as we go up. And this next one was probably the toughest placement decision I made. Number 7, found in around 5 to 8% of the population. Hazel eyes actually combine advantages from 3 completely different eye colors. Sort of.
if someone has this, let me know in the comments because I have never heard of this type of eye color before. I I did not know that's a thing.
You see,
So let me
hazel
know.
eyes are a mix of brown, green, and gold tones. A lot of people actually report hazel eyes changing color depending on mood. Now that is complete gobbledygook. Horseradish, if you will. However,
Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty sweet. You're just basically like one of those animated characters or like the antagonist or protagonist that like can change their colors because of their emotions. Like my eyes can go red right now if I'm really mad. Or they can go very, very blue if I'm like very calm. But that's so sweet. No. That's actually
it
really
is
dope.
based in some reality. You see, due to the patchy pigment of hazel eyes,
Whoa.
different lighting, pupil size, or viewing angle can make certain pigments in their eye pop more compared to others. This actually gives them one of the coolest abilities on the list. Depending on the exact mix of eye colors they have, they could have any range of advantages from any of their 3 mixed colors. They could have light or dark eye advantages depending on the person. So why did I rank it so low? Because it's so chance-based.
Yeah.
You could just get a bad mix. But there is an advantage that is universal to hazel eyes. Due to their changing irises, they're often labeled as exotic, and by extension, more...
I'm sorry. I'm very childish, but it's like out of all the things you could have animated, you had to animate it like
changing
this.
irises, they're often labeled as exotic, and by extension, more...
Yeah, that was a really exotic edit that I just saw right there.
more attractive in most populations. Kind of like me. I'm kind of attractive as well. Isn't that right, Discord kitten?
Dane, respect to the short king though.
But enough glazing. It's time for the Scroll of Bible. Disadvantages of hazel eyes include more glare when in the sun and higher risk of some cancers and slightly higher risk of AMD, age-related macular degeneration. It's where your
Dang.
macula degenerates as you get older. But once again, these disadvantages depend on your particular hazel. Overall, I'd say this eye color is the princess of the king's court. Ah, I wonder who the king is. You guys are wondering, I bet. I'm not telling you who the king is. You'll have to find out. But the next...
Oh, shush up. It's gonna be my eye color, obviously. For those who can't really see with the camera, my eye color is brown. But that's kind of crazy. So that particular eye color, you guys have like a 50-50 like percentage. Either it's a hit or miss, depending on which color is more dominant out of all the 3. It can give you a really good advantage, or you're just basically screwed with that for the rest of your life, which I hope some of you don't have to deal with. I can't say for everyone because someone might have it.
This
but
one
let's see.
is one of the rarest in the world. And you know what they say about eyes. They're
Alright,
the
rarest.
windows to the mind. Are you terrified about the state of the world right now? No. Me too. Hey, come here. Force. The economy is failing. Nothing is real. It's all AI. No.
What's happening?
I know I'm not the only one freaking out about the world right now. I mean, my heart is nearly beating out of my chest every time I scroll on my phone or listen to the news. I can hardly go a
Okay,
day without
yeah.
feeling anxious about something. Actually, it was only after venting and talking to someone that things actually were put into perspective for me. Yes, talking to someone really helps. It kind of allowed me to vomit out my feelings
I
and,
have
and
that
have a really
feeling too.
clear look at them. And inevitably, after really understanding everything and getting more opinions on what I was
What
anxious
is going
about, I
on?
don't really feel that concerned anymore, actually. I don't know, I think they call that in the biz peace of mind or something. I can't. Anyway, I bet you're feeling kind of anxious too, aren't you? Well, I want to help you, which is why I'm happy to say the paid partner of today's video...
Oh my gosh, this was an ad! That was real slick. Okay. Let's see what
sponsoring
this is.
video. Let's get back to it.
Green?
Number 6. Green eye colors actually have the strangest reason for their...
You guys are aliens if you have green eyes. How did you get to this Earth? Where's your spaceship? Is Area 51 true? No. I'm Yeah, you guys are definitely called aliens.
Coloring. I mean, it's just straight up bizarre. This eye color only occurs in roughly 2% of the world's population, making it one of the rarest eye colors of this entire video. And it's actually the color I have in real life. You see, the color actually occurs from a combination of 3 things. Low melanin, creating that blue shade, combining with the yellow pigment in the eye, and light scattering. So there's actually 0 pigment coding for the green of the eye. It's just a light trick in color theory, making it one of the most biologically complex eye colors out there. And they actually have.
Dude, just traumatized thousands of kids if any kids saw that.
Slightly more powerful night vision. And once again, that is slight. But they have another neat little cool thing. Due to its rarity and striking appearance, it actually is considered to be one of the #1 most attractive eye colors in the world. And while it is considered folklore or myth, they're also considered to be mysterious or lucky. It's time for the Scroll of Voivod.
Dang, and this is his eye color.
Green eyes have greater light sensitivity, higher risk of ocular melanoma, and finally, higher skin cancer risk due to overall melanin body levels. Yeah.
So wait, oh my gosh, I'm now worried about my eye color. Does this mean that anyone is going to be prone to some sort of skin cancer depending, well, most of these eye colors might produce that. So make sure you're taking care of your eyes, you guys.
Overall, I'd say green is the mistress of the king's court. Guys, there's only 4 more before I reveal the king. He's gotta be so handsome. I wonder what color it is. I wonder what color his eyes are.
It's me.
You'll find out. Number 5. It
What's
is
number
actually
5?
the origin of lighter colors today. Every person before this eye color came about had dark eye colors. Being held by around 8 to 10% of people worldwide. Please welcome to the stage, Blue.
Oh, blue.
The blue color of the eye is caused by a lack of melanin in the iris. So light scattering in the stroma produces blue hues. But what makes this eye color special? Well, it actually has the most noticeable night vision of any of the colors we've discussed so far. Due to its inherent lack of melanin, there's not a lot to absorb stray light for these guys, making them very photosensitive. So even the tiniest bit of reflected light in the dark is more noticeable to them than their dark-eyed counterparts. Once again, this effect is...
shoot. Well, at least though you guys are like Batman, literally, because you guys have that bat eyesight in the dark, so you don't have to stress about, you know, any oncoming threats. You guys already have it locked in. For those who have blue eyes, let me know if that's legitimately how you guys see things in this world. Like, you just completely have a whole layout of all the stuff around you in the middle of the dark, and you just feel like you can take the dark anytime.
Subtle but super cool. They're also considered to be a very socially attractive color. But now it's time for... What's it time for? Say it with me now.
Squidward didn't have blue eyes, did he?
Nope. The Scroll of Voivod. Their eyes are very photosensitive. They also have a higher lifetime risk of ocular melanoma and a comparatively higher risk of skin cancer. We'll call this one...
What? You see what I'm saying, guys? Does this mean I'm gonna just get prone to skin cancer if I just stare at the sun? Just let it burn in my eyes. Oh, it's so beautiful. Why do we always do that? We just like, sometimes are like, you know what? I'm gonna look at that sun. Get all photosynthesized. I don't know, but you know, great minds think alike is really the opposite.
The assassin of the king's court. Guys, we only have 3 left before the king. And the next one is even rarer than green. Number 4, gray eyes. This is the rarest eye color on the list, held by about 1% of the world's population. And some studies even suggest that they have even less melanin than blue eyes. And if that's true, they might have a slightly better night vision than any of the other colors. It's basically a better version of blue. The silvery color, though, is actually caused by a slightly different structure in the stroma, which causes light to be scattered slightly differently from blue. And like
That's
some of
sick.
the other eye colors, like green or blue, its striking color mixed with its rarity lands it solidly among some of the most attractive eye colors out there. Now, say it with me. It's time for the Scroll of Foibles.
Foibles.
They
I
have a
don't
higher
know how to say
lifetime
it.
risk of ocular melanoma, skin cancers, and the sun hurts.
And then you guys, we're all gonna have skin cancer. You see, I just traumatized you guys probably with this video. I don't know if your guys' eye color got called out, but look out, because who knows who's gonna have a next squirrel foible skin cancer related issues because of their eye color.
Because they're more sensitive
not
to
me.
UV
I'm good.
rays. I'd say
I'm
these guys
the
are the
king.
werewolves of the king's court. Two more
Two
until
more.
I reveal the king.
Who's the king?
Gee, I hope I
It's me.
haven't hyped it up too much. My goodness, I'm actually a little bit nervous. You, however, probably own this next eye color.
Oh, yeah.
Number
No.
3.
No.
The moment a lot
No!
of you have been waiting for, and some of you may have skipped to, held by around 50% of the world's
That isn't me!
population, brown eyes.
Hey, third place. I heard that's better than second, but well, let's see how good brown is.
You know what brown kind of reminds me of?
Bruh.
Subscribing
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
to my YouTube channel. It is the first eye color to ever evolve in humans.
That
and
was
it's
very
really
funny.
no wonder why it lasted as long as it had. You'll understand why I didn't place it higher in a moment, but the reason brown is so high is due to its overwhelming advantages. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa. That's a lot of advantages. It has the best
Lay them out.
UV and glare protection. They're essentially built-in sunglasses. It has
Oh,
some of
sweet.
the lowest AMD and ocular melanoma rates. It has a lower skin cancer risk due to the high melanin. In the more social sense, they're actually perceived as being more trustworthy and warm by people. Meaning you could probably get away with telling some lies, making it one of the most overpowered eye colors on the list. But now, it's...
Whoa. Before he says the squirrel foibles, at least we are safe. Because he just said it reduces the risk of skin cancer. So we've made it, you guys. We pulled through. We got pretty solid advantages. So for all the brown-eyed colored people, we're pretty safe. So damn to all the brown-eyed colored
Time
people.
for
Squirrel foibles.
Brown eyes don't do so well in the dark, and some evidence points to higher cataract rates. And that's pretty much it. I call it the queen of the king's court. I see queen. But who's left? Who could possibly be
Dang.
better than that? Number
Well,
2.
okay, that's actually pretty cataracts. Like I would probably be fine with the cataracts rather than getting skin cancer, unlike the other previous disadvantages. But let me know your guys' overall opinions on what you think you would prefer if you were to have either my eye color or the next ones and the previous ones that we just saw.
This one is a bit interesting. And really, it would have been at home at the bottom or at the top of the list. But I think, personally, this eye color has the potential to be the best on the list. And it occurs in only 1% of the population. Heterochromia, a condition that allows the carriers to have
Oh.
multiple eye colors. And this is the only eye color you can actually obtain, like after birth. Through trauma, diseases, or drugs. However, there's a specific version of heterochromia I'm referring to. It's called complete heterochromia, specifically between a dark and a light eye, because
That is sick.
complete heterochromia, specifically between a dark.
Oh my gosh, I think I was mentioned this one time by like a friend of mine who said that like there is possibilities for like people who have two different eye colors. Because the thing is, I've only seen this so frequently with huskies or like, you know, other certain types of dog breeds that particularly have this like advantage where they have two different eye colors, which is pretty sweet. But man, Someone also let me know in the comments if you do have like 2 different eye colors, because that would be really cool to know about.
And a light eye, because technically you could genetically have all the same health advantages of the brown eye color with the added night vision of a lighter color like blue. If you had a blue or gray eye and a brown eye, your eyes could hypothetically be the most advantageous on the planet. Plus, on a social standpoint, people find it very visually striking, allowing you to stand out and by extension possibly look more attractive. And when it comes to the School of Foibles,
Basically all the
heterochromia
risks.
could be a sign of underlying problems, so definitely get it checked out by a medical professional. But most heterochromia is completely harmless to the carrier, and I'm going to name it one of the highest honors of the King's Court. Due to its sheer potential, I dub thee the Jester of the King's Court.
All right, what's number 1?
Held by about 10% of the global population. Black eyes. Yes, black eyes are the king of all eye colors. Technically speaking, they're not really an eye color. Black eyes don't exist. But very, 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 very dark brown eyes do. And when you look at them, they look black. So we're calling them black, okay? That's what and it's simple why it's at the top. It has every single health and light advantage of dark colored eyes, but charged to the absolute maximum. They have the best UV protection, the lowest risk of all the ocular problems we've mentioned in this video, and only the lowest risk of all the ocular...
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm gonna have to censor that out. I might like do a little like split second shot of that, but that was said it was ocular melanoma. I believe that's what this is right there, but oh my gosh, that is crazy. I've actually never seen that like in real life, but
video.
well, at least black, you guys are technically herited. You get it hereditarily from people who have brown eyes, so
only one single drawback.
we're the
doesn't do so well in the
predecessors.
dark. Due to the high amount of melanin absorbing...
Oh, wait, what'd he say?
And only one single drawback. It doesn't do so well in the dark. Due to the high amount of melanin absorbing stray light. And what's this? Oh, a black screen? Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that was just cheesy right off the get-go. Anyway, you guys, I hope that you guys had some pretty good advantages with your eye color. Let me know who got what for each eye color. As you guys already heard, I said I'm brown, so I'm pretty solid. Like I said, I knew I was going to be up on that podium at least. I mean, I was hoping to be the king, but hey, pretty safe. But, you know, I'll leave it to your guys' overall opinions on what you think about your eye color. And as always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. And of course, this is Isaiah. Peace!